Hey friends, I am excited to do some mix-it-up multiplication with you guys today using our robot who is called an Ozobot. So some of you may already be familiar with the Ozobot. We've done lessons in library with them before, and some other grades have worked with them. I don't know that as a 4th grader you have used it yet. So this is an Ozobot. This is the front of the Ozobot. So as we're using him today, we want to make sure wherever we want him to move, he is facing forward, and I'd say that's kind of like his helmet, and he's looking through that white piece. The reason we want it to face forward is his sensor are these little buttons right here. So these sensors are what read his code and what read the black line. So in coding, the black line is telling him move forward. That's it. When he gets to different color codes, he's been programmed to read them and to do different things when he reads a color code. So we're going to be using some math today, and we're also going to be letting our robot read color codes to give him instructions on what to do. And those instructions are going to help him randomly pick a number for us to multiply by today. So you'll see I have random numbers on my sheet, and the Ozobot is going to help us pick numbers to multiply by today. So in order for us to make our Ozobot move, he has a little power button on his left side. It's that little circle, and when I press that circle, it tells him to turn on and to start reading code. So I'm going to turn him on. He's reading the black line, which means move forward. That code told him to slow down a little bit, and he stopped on the number 12. So he's going to continue to flash blue, so I'm going to save his battery by pressing the power button again, but I'm going to leave him right there, because our Ozobot just told us what number we are going to first multiply with. So Ozobot chose 12, and I'm setting at the table that has the number 10, so I'm setting that table number 10, so we're multiplying by 10. So Ozobot is telling me to multiply 12 times 10. The way I'm going to show my teacher that is I'm going to write it on my sheet. So Ozobot wants me to know 12, because that's the number he chose, times 10, because I'm at the table where we're focused on multiplying by 10. And I know that 12 times 10 is 120. Because I know 12 times 10 equals 120, I also know that 10 times 12 equals 120. So really today your Ozobot is simply choosing numbers for you to multiply with. So we're going to do that again, and the way you start over to go to your second question is there is no question there. Ozobot is going to help us make our question. I'm going to take him back to the start line. I want his sensor to be on the black line. He's facing forward. I'm going to press start, and he's going to start to read the code. Black means move forward. What do you think red, black, red means? I think it meant for him to slow down. He did slow down, and he chose now the number 9. I pressed his power button to turn him off, save his battery. So now Ozobot is telling me for my mix-it-up multiplication to choose the number 9. I'm still at table 10, so I know that I'm multiplying by 10. And now I'm going to answer the question that Ozobot just made for me. 9 times 10 equals 90. So I also know 10 times 9 equals 90. Now I'm ready for my third question. Ozobot's going to help me make that question. I set him back on the start point, press his power button. He's going to find me another random number to multiply by. Ooh, that code must have meant for him to speed up. He chose number 6. I'm going to power him off, and I'm going to make my next multiplication problem. 6 times 10 equals 60. So I also know that 10 times 6 equals 60. So what you'll do is you will continue to work through Ozobot helping you create multiplication problems by starting over, him picking a random number. Sometimes he may randomly pick the same number again, so you would practice that one again. Let's say Ozobot went to 12 again. I would write 12 times 10 equals 120 again. So every number that he lands on, you are going to create a multiplication fact out of it based on what your table sign is telling you to multiply by. After a few minutes, we will call time and you will move to the next number. So if I'm at table 10, I'm going to move to table number 11 next. If I'm at table 4, I'm moving to table 5 next. So we'll just move around the room, letting our little friend Ozobot help us do some mix-it-up multiplication.